I'm gonna ask both of y'all because he's a guy that I've been really impressed with. I was here back when he was a offensive line GA, but Ty Howle is like one of the best dudes I think in college football. Like he's a quality guy. He's a coach that cares about his players. I never explicitly played for Ty Howle, but he's always been a guy that I knew had my back, would check in on me, ask how my day was going. What's that dynamic been like, and how is he as a leader?
He's still that same guy, bro. Like, you can ask Coach Howle for anything, like off the field stuff, on the field stuff. Like, he's just a real genuine guy, and that's what, like, I feel like most coaches around the country might not have that same aspect. Like, I know if I need something, I could call him and he's gonna deliver for me because he's just that type of coach, and he's just that type of guy. Like, I got a ton of respect for him, and I know he do for us, like all in the room. But Coach Howle, he's one of the most genuine coaches. Like, even when it comes to sending us the install or the script, like we had the fall camp day one script probably 3 weeks before camp started. Like, he take care of us on the field and off the field.
I say, so Ty, me and Ty's relationship probably started even before he was my coach. So freshman year, he was working with the O-line, and Coach Bowen at the time, who was a tight end coach, told me, like, you know, if you want to play, you're gonna have to block. Like that's the only way you're getting on the field is if you can block. So that was like what I poured all my energy and effort into. And I'll be after practice hitting the sled, and Ty would come over and like just, nah, you gotta do this, give me pointers and stuff. And then eventually, you know, we started to build a relationship, and it was more than just talking about run block, and like he would just talk to me about like, you know, going through a little bit of that transition I alluded to earlier in the conversation, just talking about, you know, playing a different sport, navigating just being in college. So before he was even my coach, we had built a pretty good relationship. So then when Coach Bowen went to the Jaguars, it was kind of a seamless transition. And then it honestly just kind of really took off from there. And, you know, it was probably one of the best things to happen in my career was just having not only a coach that like I can relate to and have a really great relationship with, but like Ty is like, I'd say one of the hardest working coaches. Like he makes sure that we are so prepared to play every single day. He goes above and beyond. Like there's so many things that like he does for us in the tight end room that like you just look at other position groups like, yeah, like our coach isn't doing that for us. And that's not no knock on their coach, but like Ty just he's a grinder. He works really hard, and that goes back to when he was a player. Like he was just a hard worker. So I think some of his, you know, work ethic and mentality has rubbed off on us and has kind of, it shows in our unit. And I think that we've kind of taken over some of that identity that he brings to the table. So I think he's probably one of the best coaches I've had in my career.